Book review: Outrageous. Investigating Mass Shootings by David Cariens. Read by John Nicolay, Managing Editor for the Virginia Writers Project. David Cariens' Outrageous. Investigating Mass Shootings is a searing indictment of institutional indifference and the culture of denial surrounding gun violence in America. Part memoir, part investigative exposé. The book chronicles Cariens' personal and professional journey through the aftermath of three devastating Virginia mass shootings: the Appalachian School of Law in 2002, Virginia Tech in 2007, and the Virginia Beach shooting in 2019. Far from being a dispassionate academic study, this book is written from the raw perspective of a man who lost a family member, Angela Dales, the mother of his granddaughter, and who has spent 2 decades demanding answers and accountability. The heart of Cariens' book is a fierce call to remember. He makes the case that these mass shootings are not isolated tragedies, nor merely symptoms of individual madness. Rather, they represent the failures of institutions, schools, city governments, law enforcement, and even courts to act on clear warning signs and to learn from past mistakes. As Cariens puts it, if there is no accountability, there will be no end to mass killings. His criticism is not merely aimed at politicians or gun lobbyists. It is also directed at educational institutions that ignored threats, police who withheld documents or failed to follow up on leads, and judges who prioritized legal technicalities over justice. Cariens effectively structures the book in 3 parts, each devoted to a specific mass shooting. In each case, he highlights how key officials, school administrators at Appalachian, university leaders at Virginia Tech, and city managers in Virginia Beach ignored or downplayed threats. The common thread, he argues, is a systemic unwillingness to admit fault. This inaction is nothing short of deliberate cruelty to the survivors, he writes. Perhaps the most powerful contribution of Outrageous is its insistence that grief should not be private. Cariens shares deeply personal experiences: the screams of his granddaughter when told her mother was dead, the descent of his son into despair, the callous treatment of victims' families by authorities. These stories are not diversions from the policy discussion. They're the moral center of it. In bearing witness, Cariens insists that we must collectively resist the numbness that comes from repetition. We should try to come to terms with violence in our society, he urges, and not grow numb. Though the book is unapologetically polemical, it is also solution-oriented. Cariens offers practical guidance in the appendices, including best practices for investigative commissions and charitable fund disbursement. He also uses his own experience on the Virginia Beach Mass Shooting Commission to illustrate how good intentions are too often thwarted by politics and self-preservation. Outrageous is not merely a book about shootings. It is about the moral costs of willful forgetting. Cariens offers a compelling argument for why memory and outrage must be preserved. His plea is simple: we must never allow these tragedies to fade into the background of public life.